Okay. Clear my throat. We're picking up the action in a game. We found a game. It happened. And I wasn't recording. I'm like, I gotta hit record. I gotta get on this right this minute too. Because it's not every day anymore that I can just play the game and connect to an opponent. And we got a rank 40 on rank 40. Wonder Wookie over here. And we've got the John Kratz list out for a spin. They're going to start with 2 forests. We're going to follow with a husk. Because I believe that gives us the best chance to... we could still draw a red and get into Pia Kirin, so... But we definitely want husk out there to play some magic. So, are we broadcasting? That is one thing I am wondering, as I always try to find my broadcast on the Twitch and can't find it. And it looks like our the game I was so excited to join might be getting rained out, as our opponent is discarding a Chorus of Might. Oh man, magic duels, magic duels. And we are pretty darn assertive right now. We're doing alright. Black, black, I guess more black. And let's see. Okay. I will pass the turn as I'm trying to check. Is my broadcast going on? Did I connect? Is anything left working in this silly game? Anything at all? I just want to know. I want to know that it's still possible to just play this game on the interwebs for other people. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Well, we'll get fogged, but that'll be fun to watch. Actually, we're not even going to risk getting fogged. We're not even going to play darn land, because I'm not paying attention. Still trying to figure out if I actually started broadcasting or not, because I can't find my channel. Can't find it on the Twitch world. Alright, well, I got some comment over there. It's funny that I can't find it on my own computer, but there you have it. Alright, so our opponent tapped out, so that means they're dead. I usually pull up Twitch on my phone, and that's how I know if I'm live or not. And I don't even see it. Like, I'm under Magic Duels, and I got nothing. But apparently, somebody out there found me. Oh, I also don't have that little viewer count thing that I usually have, but someone's watching. So, life is beautiful. We're gonna get some gold. We need it. We gotta stack it. We gotta get to, it's 24K, I believe. And I believe I can do 24K. I can make that happen. Now, can we connect to multiple opponents? And since, our main issue is grinding gold today, not so much tweaking or working on anything, probably just going to be playing randoms, probably just going to be shuffling the decks, running the decks that I like right now. I wrote an article, if you want deck lists, on Haunted Flower Duels Diaries. It's called CGB's Deck Box. And if you want, you can go there and read about the decks I'm running with today. They're probably going to be the decks I run with this week. Probably going to be the decks I run with for most of the rest of the month. I might add something here or there when I get bored. I usually can't help myself. I usually come up with some reason to try a new deck, even at the tail end of a format that's been, you know, not exactly creative. I mean, let's face it, like creating Gruul, Ramp, Red Aggro, and Thopters, those decks, you can work really hard on the tweaking of them, which I've done, but as far as building them, just about anybody can pick those up and give them a try. It doesn't take a lot of creativity to make it work. Yeah. This Prowess deck is, I don't know. There's a lot of ways to go with this Prowess deck, and I haven't played one quite like this, but I haven't lost with it yet, so let's give it a chance. Give Prowess a chance. That's the plan. That's the plan. Hey, guess what? I found my own stream on the interwebs. Now I'm not just live, I know I'm live. Alright, let's go get Fiery Impulsed. It'll be great. Hey, Twin Bolt, that works too. Same job, one mana more. And their turn, if they had anything to play. That's why I like Fiery Impulse, but people think I'm crazy. The world has spoken, and the world thinks that Twin Bolt is better. And by the world, I mean, like, I see Twin Bolt everywhere on deck lists in both competitive and random play, but I don't see nearly as many Fiery Impulse. This guy loves loving the Twin Bolt. Man, another land would have been nice there. Blow him out. Oh well. Looks like we're gonna have one of those games. But we're not out. We're not out. I'm not sure what our opponent's packing, but we've got removal to fight right back with, and we've got go wide strategies, which will probably be a pain in the neck for him. Twin Bolt, one of the all-stars from the deck box. Yeah. It's a card. It's 2 mana for a shock effect instead of 1, but I think people love the idea of getting a 2-for-1 off it when the opponent plays little 2/1s. The problem is, and 1/1s. Problem is, most opponents should not play those, and if they do, they're already playing with pretty not-so-good cards, so you should be able to play better cards. But, you know, like I said, the world doesn't quite agree with me on Twin Bolt versus Fiery Impulse. The reason Twin Bolt is in this deck is because I run both. I have 4 Twin Bolts and 4 Fiery Impulse because they go really well with Prowess creatures. Touch of the Vizoid? I don't think so. Land is good, creatures are good. Good. Alright, Majoring, go get Bullion. Don't be a bully, be a star. Unless you're majoring bully, then be a bully. And if he's running some like 1-for-1 burn deck, this is going to be a pain in his neck. If he's running Radiant Flames and Boiling Earth, well, I'm going to look silly, but I am willing to take that risk. And you should too. Make him have the Boiling Earth, that's the way I put it. Radiant Flames, slightly worse, but rare. Hey, Twin Bolt number 3. Alright. Our opponent is all 1-for-1 burn spells, and a Fire Mantle Mage. It's like burn auras. I probably should have played this pre-combat, because I could flip over a Titan Strength. Titan Strength is the only pump spell in the deck, but you would want to play it before combat, not after. I've already got 2, so it's unlikely, but it's still a mistake. Should have pre-combated. I'm really hoping for land, though. Yeah, that's... don't need that, obviously. Yeah, you got another Fire Mantle. Your creatures have Menace. Way to go. He gave... I don't know if you guys may... It happened so quick you may have missed it. He gave his whole team Menace there with that play. Yeah, let's pound him. Let's put him in the ground. That's my strategy. I don't care if he wants to trade for Abbott or Whirler right now because we've got him on a 2-turn clock. He'll take 7 either way, and then he'll have to do. Certainly has all the burn though. I wonder what the deck is really going for. If it's an ally deck or it's supposed to be like a Boros aggro aura deck. We have all the bullies, he has all the burn. So there's another aura. And there's another ally. So yeah, this is why Twin Bolt gets the nod, because people still play cards like this. 1/1s, 3/1s. I hate those kinds of cards. Don't see them that much in the wild, but you see them on duels. Alright. I wish I could remember my quests and whether or not I need to cast this Titan Strength to earn more gold, but I don't recall. I realize today sometimes when I think people have bad manners because they're playing out cards they don't have to win, maybe they're just trying to complete their dailies. Maybe they need to hit that 15. See? Cast 15 black or red spells. I should have cast that Titan Strength. Get closer on my daily. Because that, that stuff matters. We all need to be like ballin' rich. I mean ballin' rich by the time the new set comes out if we don't want to pay real dollars. So now, if I have the opportunity to languish myself before milling the opponent out with my Esper deck, you better believe I'm going to do it to cast my quota of black spells. The opponent will be like, bad manners, and I'll be like, dude, I gotta shine. I need to be shining. I need the dollars. And we got another opponent really quick. I don't know what I did. You know what I did that was weird? I don't know if this had anything to do with why I can find opponents now and I couldn't before. I turned off low power, I turned the Xbox from quick wake into energy saving. I don't know. Maybe that did it. That's one of the only things I changed since I was last on here and couldn't connect to a game to save my dang life. Try from better, more. Okay, it's all right. Let's see what happens here with our counter everything Sphinx's tutelage Esper build. We got the same opponent. That's right. We got the exact same opponent. So do I need to horribly awry him? I don't think so. I think let's... Nah, not at this point. Let's get the Vial out. Let's get the Vial on the board. We've got the Disperse if he plays something that we want to horribly awry. But we know he's got some aggressive stuff, but that's what this is for. Right now I don't want to horribly awry anything if I can help it. Let him throw his creatures on the table, and then we'll just abuse him brutally. He'll be a very sad crocodile. Alright. Can't think of a reason not to, so we'll just crack it. No dual lands yet. There's more dual lands in this deck than basics, but haven't found them. Going on the all evolve and wilds plan. You got more critters? Please have more critters. I want to see more critters. I want more creatures to look like this sad crocodile and turn all purple. I was hoping for something more exciting than that, but maybe we'll wait another turn. Come on, you can do it. Attack me. I'm ready. I can take it. There you go. There you go, buddy. Alright, so I don't have anything to do with my next turn. And I'm not a big fan of my hand, so I'm going to cycle one of these disperses with this vial. And just try to upgrade. We just want more quality. I mean, that's good. We really wanted a dual land, so I'm not going to complain about hitting one. We're also not gonna. We're gonna try not to reveal that double black is our big end game. Do I want to have Disperse or Rye up? No, I just want him to play cards, so I'm not even gonna leave those up. I just want him to cast a whole bunch of spells. I don't want him to even think about counter magic if he even planned to. I want him. You got free reign. This is your moment. You do whatever you want to. Yeah, that's right. There you go. Make that juicy. You know very well who you are. Don't let them hold you down. Reach for the stars. Juicy. Yeah. Nice. Alright, what else you got? He's got him a Minotaur. I was hoping he didn't have the haste one guy, and he doesn't, so we're great. We're good. Everything's fine. It won't make me good, but may. Okay, cool. What else you got? Alright, before we get to attacks, let's get an idea of what our future holds before we make our commitment on Disperse, Aether Vial, or what else we're going to do this turn. Okay. So with that hand, we're going to disperse this. Yep, I had a feeling he would have played something else pre-combat if he had it. Yep, we're in draw-go mode, everybody. Which is preferably draw land go. Hitting land drops is a big part of the deck. Let's get some more clarity on our future, but the odds are we're just going to horribly awry this. Yeah, that's the plan. Boom. Yep, you got Looming Spires, but I'm going to nuke that now because I don't need this vial right now. I already cast 2 Epiphanies. Got my play out of my Alchemist vial. We dispersed it even to cycle it, so that vial did its work. A hard-working vial right there. An upstanding citizen of the Magic community. Alright, what else you got, allies? Better make it good. Yeah, I say no. No, thank you. Alright, he's gonna bring the... whatever that thing is. Blade Whirl? Yeah, gonna bring on the Blade Whirl. Alright. Now I got songs stuck in my head, so I need to fire up a playlist. I need some music today. Alright, cool. So. And apparently my stream's working okay. Unless it's not. If it's not, please tell me. I want to know these things. If I do this... let me see. Let me see his graveyard here. Yeah, he can't. He would have to have double Fiery Impulse, and I could blow out double Fiery Impulse with a Shrivel. Alright, get in there. And play the stream. Sorry about that. Just toggling some settings there. Toggling some settings. Right now we don't care much for that blade whirl. It can't really do a lot to us. Not as long as we have a shambling vent. Shambling vent will like trade the 2 life and then wear down his life total. So we can play that game. But we are in danger of flooding out. It's definitely time to draw some more and different action. We got plenty of 3 of a kinds in this game. We got pairs and we got 3 of kinds. Evolving Wilds, Horribly Awry, Epiphany, Disperse. And of course that 1 of Languish. That 3 for 1 earlier in the game, that is probably the only reason we're hanging around. Now the opponent's going to give me a little bit of the wait out, which I deserve. I was toggling settings. Sorry, dude. Didn't do it to be malicious. Do 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 do. And there we go. Make me sweat it. Maybe see if I'll activate my shambling vent out of boredom. Okay. I thought he might do this, which is, you know, that's fine. We want to counter the one that's hitting shambling vent and go into our dome. I had a feeling he had a bunch of burn in his hand. He had a bunch of burn last game. But that's another 2 for 1, plus we gain life. That's what we want. And we can guess, you know, we know about Touch of the Void is in the deck. So there's a good chance he still has that in his hand, or some other burn spell. But Vents will win the race. Vents will win this race. Now, if he doesn't play anything, do we want to attack with our Vents here? He might be trying to trade that thing with the Vent. As long as he has 1 card, we don't need to. So, Evolving Wilds number 4, supposedly thinning the deck, although always failing at its own job. So we'll just wait. We'll wait till we have a counter, a Dispel, something like that, before we send the Vents into what could be a trap. He's attacking right into the Vents, so he obviously has something going. But if it's another Twin Bolt, we're going to nix that by not blocking. This is my land deck. I don't know if you guys know this. This is my 57 land deck with a couple of spells. It's tier 1. No, this is not supposed to be a land deck. That's just the kind of day we're going to have today, apparently. We're having a land-heavy day. We're having a land-heavy day. And now he's going to hold that. Okay, so we know he's got like a Twin Bolt or a Pump spell or something. Hey! But now here's the question. Do we want him to use that spell on Jace? Or do we want him to use it on the Vents? I mean, when Jace can start flashing back Epiphanies, which is awesome. The problem is if he has 2 removal spells, it looks bad. But I think we go for it. He's got 3 cards. You gotta believe one of them's Touch of the Void. I mean, he had it last game. If we know that there's Touch of the Void, there's no reason to try to trade off our Vents, get a 2 for 1 when we have nothing else in the tank. As long as we just have Vents sitting here, he's going to be afraid to attack it. So, yeah. This is my wannabe Esper Dragons list, but the Dragons had to go. Now it's the Esper Tutelage list, because Tutelage is more reliable than a Dragon. Tutelage is way more reliable than a Dragon. Hello. Alright. So he's got Burn for removal. He might have a Reprisal. We're just going to keep waiting. I think we can do better. If he's not attacking, just kind of sitting here drawing a bunch of cards, that favors our team for sure. So yeah, let's be patient, get him to play more stuff. Uh-huh. This list is very similar to the one I played last week with the regulars and Kothafed and Tazim, but those all pretty much got cut for tutelage and a lot more counterspells. So no, it's not really the same deck anymore. That deck, unfortunately, was a sad panda of a deck after a while. It's just doesn't do the job. Let's play tap our lands. How many incarnations will we go through as we try to awaken something? There we go. And he's out. Peace. Oh, it's a cool list. It's just not. It's not for the faint of heart in Mossland. It's a cool list. You can play it. It's cool. It's just not that good. Which is sad because I was enjoying it quite a bit. So I wasn't too specific about which lands I tapped because I was just so happy to not have the Awaken one. Since lands are tapped the way they are, I don't want to just throw my Jace out there, and I want to keep this land in my hand for when I do draw a tutelage, or if I do get to activate Jace, because I want something pointless to discard like this land. So we're just going to pass the turn, and we'll do more of that stuff next turn. I hate losing efficiency to the frustration of tapping lands for something like Outburst, but that's the world we live in. Awkward mana tapping. That's what it's all about. Alright. Send in this particular clown. Because now we've got this card. Guess we don't need it. Wonder what is in that hand. I have a feeling something bad will... I have a feeling we'll put Jace out there and something will get pointed at him, but there's no point in waiting anymore. Twin Bolt. Nope. But that probably won't get very far. This is the second game in a row we've played against his list, and he hasn't had any auras yet, Mega Beast. Mega Beast thinks that there are auras in his hand. He could be right. But this is I don't think, just to fill him in, this is the second game in a row against this opponent. No auras to be seen. But Touch of the Void, I have a feeling, is in there. We're about to find out. Nope. No Touch of the Void. He had a lot of... or maybe only had one. I can't remember anymore. He didn't have that many last game. So, let's see. Do we just win? All I need is a removal spell. Disperse works. I know I said that I need to cast more black spells to hit my daily, but I'm not going to languish my own land just to do that. All right, did it. We send Randivo all the way back to 0. He started with a rank 2. We sent him back to 0. 2 straight games of punishment. All right, let's see if we can get a different opponent. I'm just happy to have a opponent. I'm not whining. I'm not crying about it. I'm happy to have a opponent, but let's see if we can get a different one. That Randos, he's like the only opponent I've been able to get to connect to in 2 days. Yeah, welcome to the Xbox meta, where we play 5-color 1-drop decks, and you have to be ready for it, because that means fog. Don't do it to me, don't do it to me. Don't do it to me. Ah, failed connection. Let's try again. So I've had so many of those in the last couple days. I put up a video of nothing but me for 20 minutes with failed connections and a game against the hard AI in between. That's how bad it's been. Getting opponents. But I've had 2 today. Yes, I think they're trying to keep CGB from getting to the gold. They know. They know my profile. They know I spend money on this game, like actual money. So they're not giving me games because they don't want me to have all the gold I need. They want my dollars. My dollar bills, y'all. Nope. Nope, fail. 2 in a row. Here we go again. Here we go again. Help me, let me out of this. I am stuck in purgatory. That's what this is. Cursed to roll a boulder up a hill until the end of time. Connect! Connect, dang you! Please! Nope. Nope, nope, nope. Please tell me this isn't happening again. I was so excited that I got matches. Like, I like scrambled to get the Twitch stuff running. I wasn't even streaming when I got the match. I had already put up a video today that was like, look, I can't get matches again. Mega Beast, I wouldn't mind playing you at all. It'd probably be fun for the stream, but I don't get gold that way. I need gold. I need gold. I believe it or not, 17K isn't going to do the job, and that's the reason I don't have enough gold. I mean, that is honestly the reason that I don't have enough gold right now, is I've been playing against my friends too much. Like, getting quality competition and testing in. So I've got, like, I don't do that on iOS. I've got, like, 38K gold on iOS. 38K gold on iOS. Both from playing hard AI and playing randoms. So I put up a video of me just trying to connect and just rambling and complaining about how I couldn't connect to a game. And I call it my best video ever. It's on YouTube right now or in my Twitch archives if you're interested in some pure garbage like that. And I thought it was funny. Like, I put it up as a joke. So one of my first comments is like, we have this issue too, don't post this shit. It's like, apparently somebody's humor software needs an upgrade, because obviously it's funnier to me than it was to them. They were apparently deeply offended that I would try to fill 20 minutes of their carefully allocated YouTube time to watching me try to connect to a game. How disrespectful I can be. Oh man. That is definitely my favorite YouTube comment so far, by far. Like, I've had, overwhelmingly, my YouTube comments have been pretty kind. I get thumbs down, but I don't get comments that resemble a thumbs down. So whoever's thumbs downing me isn't talking to me. But this comment I just wanted to frame, you know. It goes up there with some of my hate mail messages that are amazing. That it just blows my mind who's out there looking for their duels content. And they've got some opinions for me. Love it. Alright, so our opponent's kicking off with an Abbott. He pitches a champion, so we got some aggro going on here. Ooh, look at him go. Look at him go. How big's that gonna be on my turn? He'll be 3 toughness. But man, here comes the face punch, everybody. Maybe someday I'll do a video of me reading hate mail, but there are words that should not be repeated. Let me just put it that way. My ears my ears are very sad. All right, down with you, Abbott. Get back to that full moon. Now, I have read some hate mail on the air when people send me messages of absolute distaste, but it doesn't happen too often. Ooh, he's got a follow-up. Our opponent's on a roll. They've got a good draw, so this will be a good game. Let's see what we can do. We're definitely going to dig. Too bad we can't do 4 there. We're still lacking white. There's our double white. Hallelujah. We don't have a lot of time to draw a lot of cards, so I'm going to chuck off the Epiphanies. And we don't have an artifact yet either. I think we'll have double black next turn for Ob, which is going to be huge, but we might take a big bump right here. Let's see what our opponent's up to. I mean, I can guess the gist. Dudes, auras, aggro. Yeah, I get the gist. I get what you're putting down, buddy. What are you? Weezer Bow 2693. I get what you're putting down. I see the genius in your building skills. Let's see how big he can make this hit. This could be a big chunky hit right here. So this is my 4-color tutelage ridiculousness deck. There's a knight. Beast, I don't mean any offense. If I'm getting games, I have to mine gold. I need to get the gold, dude. I can play you a game or two, but dear God, I gotta play that gold. Boom, get those out of my face. And let's see if we can make a comeback in this game. Our opponent kicked off pretty darn hard. It was Abbott, it was Call of the Full Moon, it was Zendikar Incarnate, and another Dork, and we took some lumps. But we are at 9, and it looks like we may have stabilized. Now, how spicy do I feel? Am I going to do like Ob Nixilis and start plussing him? Because I got a pretty low life total. And he's got hasty dudes in here. Yeah, I think we Spectrum and keep like Disperse open for shenaniganry, and we'll only Ob if we have to. Whoa! Languish. Get my Languish on. I don't think we'll need 2 of them, and I don't think I need more land. Alright. Do I go for the Aether Vial this turn? Could get punished. Doing some math. Alright, okay. Alright, okay. Alright, okay. Nope, we can pass here. Alright, buddy, what you got? What you got? Woo! Hydra! Bring that big boy out. Put that back in your hand. I don't want to see that. Nobody wants to see that. Glad that was not a guy's revenge, everybody. Had me sweating for a brief second when that land came down. But now we're just going to buzzsaw your deck. Not gonna need you, not gonna need you. Down to 9. So Spectrum's lethal next turn. So we didn't leave a red open because we suck at Magic. Now would be a really awkward time for a guy's revenge, but it wouldn't be lethal. So we'd be hanging on. Hanging on. You might have the other Firecraft, and in that case I'm glad I didn't get my Ob on. But we're going to close this one out. Hey, he did have the other firecraft. You guys, that's why we didn't go Optic. Right there. 9 is a beautiful life total. Oh, we already got him. Never mind. Now what do I need to do? I need to cast red spells and black spells. So take that. And I'll play you. And let's get this done. 1 life win. Huh. We've got life gain in the deck. We have Shambling Vents, but that's it. That's it. Just, yeah, plussing Ob would have been so awesome right there, right, you guys? I'm sure that we gave our opponent a brief window of hope where they were like, oh my god, what if he pluses Ob? Alright. Let's see if Beast wants to get in here. There is a deck list you can take a look at. This is not usually a thing that I do, but is a thing I've just started doing. My blog is Haunted Flower Duels Diaries, like the title of this stream. If you Google Haunted Flower Duels Diaries and go check it out, there is a recent post called CGB's Deck Box. And in that post, you will find the lists for the decks I am playing today. Haunted Flower Duels Diaries, or www.hauntedflower.com/blogs/duels diaries. Look at that. Pitching like a spokesperson. Like I'm paid to do it. Which I am not. Oh man, maybe someday. Maybe someone will recognize my pitch talents. Alright, Misty, what you got for me? This isn't great, but I love this card so much I usually can't mulligan. I gotta try though. I gotta do better. Oh, that's bad too. Nope. Okay, sure. Black, green, yep. So this is my Sultai Kratz deck, in case you didn't gather it from the hands we already mulliganed away. Just value dorks, Husk Whirler Rogue combos, things like that. Yep, Husky shenaniganry. And it looks like he's going to throw some red at us, so we got to get on the board. The whole idea against red, get on the frickin' board. All the creatures you can, every turn you can. This deck does not have all the planeswalkers. It's kind of changed from the last iteration. It has very few walkers. Jace, I think, is the only surviving walker on the team. Does he want to attack my vision? He doesn't want to attack my visionary, does he? I wouldn't attack my visionary. There we go. Now we're going to find out if we're being sniped. See what he plays. If Beast is still salty about getting acid mossed a trifecta amount of times in our quarterfinals match, I wouldn't even be mad at him for sniping my ass. But it's not like his bully has a choice about whether or not to attack, is it? Fiery Impulse on my dude. Yep. Glitch mob. I don't know if anybody... Well, you probably can't identify it by my ridiculous noises, but that's what I'm listening to. Yeah. Get on the board, baby. Get on the board. Not in a hurry to clock him. We'll leave that up to Smothering Abomination. Oh, there's a problem. Wait a minute. What the... I think he just made a mistake. Well, let's find out. He probably expected to run that into Crassus, but I got other plans. I want Chandra off the table. So, yeah, I think you gotta play that after combat, my buddy Mr. Beast. Alright, let's start getting our free Scions on the board and see if we can overcome this land grip. Uh-oh indeed, uh-oh indeed. Could still go either way. I'm flooded, but he apparently doesn't have a way around this Crassus yet. Yeah, he's not attacking. Not even the bluff attack, because I think he knows I just block. There's no reason to bluff there. JC. Get out there, JC. We're going to milk this From Beyond for a little while if we can. Yep, Jace is going to get one activation and flip with no spells in the graveyard, but there's only 3 spells in this whole deck and they're Bone Splinters, but Jace flashes those back really well, more often than you'd think. Alright, he's going tall. Really tall. If he's swinging with that, he's going to get blocked. So let's see if he has a Titan Strength 2 for the blowout. We're at least going to make him have it. Nope, not. So it says my broadcast is lagging. Are you having problems, you guys? I got a little red light. Trying to fix it. Trying to fix it. No, now it says everything's fine. Alright. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. How to play, how to play. I think we'll do it like so. I thought about saving this to block, but it would have a very similar effect, and I want to get my, want to get things moving. Alright. Let's leave up options that look scary. Get that out there. And we're going to keep hitting our land drops, not going to bother faking out anything. Another goblin for the beastie. Now, does he send in... Nah, you don't send that in. You just trade it with a Scion. And we're going to just keep milking From Beyond and Jace for a minute. Now, this time, we're... See, playing out our land last turn means if we hold it this time, he might not think it's land. Because last time, we showed that we were willing to play out our lands. The longer the game, the better for us. Alright, you got a critter. You just play it. I don't blame him for that one bit. The flood is very real, but that's gonna be okay. So these red messages saying that I'm having problems with my broadcast quality, are those real? Like maybe the people out there? You'd tell me if we had an epic lag fest going on, wouldn't you? I'm sure you would. All right. So now is the time. There comes a time when everything just falls in line. Alright, drop the hand. Yep, beast with a little bit of flood out there. Red doesn't need 6 lands. So here comes probably the Suicide Squad. Yep, that's the Suicide Swing. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. So, I mean, we're not, like, lethal yet. So, we'll just swing in. We probably could have gone lethal, though. Aw, shoot. Yeah, we should have just sacked up and then played creatures, and that would have been lethal. But, you know, it's kind of the risky version. Beast is sticking it out. He's being a champ. He's not doing the AI swap. Yeah, we definitely should have just sacked our Scions and started a train. And there you go, Beastie. Get that gold, baby. He's trying to be champion of Dragon Skull Summit, I think. Get that gold, baby. Oh, wait. Yeah, you still get paid for your quests in these games. Never mind. I almost had a dumb thought. So how many lands do I run in my deck? One would think like 50 from the draws I get, but that's not the case. Alright, takes down 1. Did a good job getting on board. Kept red from getting away from us. Hey, we got our growth and unity. Boom! So, yeah, we did make some money. Made some money on that battle. I'm not gonna do that. We can do that. I have no intention of acid mossing Beast today. I still feel, I would say dirty, but like I'll just say mossy. I still feel mossy from that quarterfinals game where I like hit him 3 times or something with acid moss in the deciding game. It's just, yeah, I'm not gonna moss him no more. Just not gonna do it. Alright, so we got some chick in Zion National Park. Some Native American out there in, is that in Utah, I think? Utah, Colorado, New Mexico, somewhere near the Four Corners. You're in the US. I don't know if that's actually a painting of Zion National Park, I'm just rambling. But it's free flow, you see. The thoughts come to head goes to mouth goes to all of you. Oh my lord. Yeah, baby. That's how we do. This is how we do, baby. Boom. Boom. Let's roll. Let's get radiantly flamed. I bet this is his deck from the Steam, not the Steam Showdown, the Xbox One Double Elim? I bet this is that Teamer deck. Let's see. Blue? Yep, I called it. All right. I mean, not that that's a huge accomplishment. Oh, yeah. This is so ridiculous. Let's get wide, baby. Instead of Acid Moss spam, we're going to hit him with the Foundry Street spam. Now, if we draw the Dragon Fodder, you guys, I don't even know if we'd play it, because this, but we'll see. We got choice. We got a draw going on. We got a draw going on. Alright, so maybe he's got the Twin Bolt, but even if he does, let's crack for max. It'll be interesting. I mean, if he has only one Twin Bolt, does he bolt Chandra, or does he bolt the Foundry Streets? It's kind of a tough choice. I'm not sure what I would choose. Hey, Crazy! There you go. That'll do the job. That'll at least make things rough. That'll trade with a Foundry Street, give him a body for next turn. And he's not blocking with the Gate Creeper. I don't know if he thinks that Gate Creeper is going to get better. I guess eventually I may not be able to play a creature and it can block a Foundry Street, so that could make sense. And he's got a Firecraft of his own, so yeah, game on. Game on. Alright, what do we want to do? we want to just keep it coming. That's what we want to do. Keep the 3/1s. Keep that power level high. This is so ridiculous. Make it, baby. You gotta cry tough out on the street to make your dreams happen. Ah, he's getting the block on now. Yep, it's time. All 4 Foundry Street denizens, ladies and gentlemen. Hey, there's a rogue. There you go. That's what he needed. Flood that board. Make life difficult. That's exactly what he needed, too. So let's fire this off now. And let's turn this guy sideways. Because you know he doesn't want to block that. Yep. And we'll get out another one to keep the pressure up, and hopefully we'll draw a Twin Bolt. So that's why we're not trading our Foundry Streets at this time, because we could still draw a Twin Bolt. We got 4 of those in here too. I don't think he's going to play anything like Radiant Flames, but he's going to have more big creatures, and they could be a headache. Maybe he's flooded. I mean, what else could be in that hand? He could have another Bounding Krasis, which would suck, but we'd still get to trade off for the Thopters, and we could zap the Krasis, so that's not so bad. So we'll just run this back. We'll just run this play back. Oh, the blocks are coming. Yep, here they are. Here they are. Zap, zap. All right, he needs a big play. Oh, he's got a Fish Lizard. There you go, buddy. That's what he needed. If he had played it and blocked one of the guys, I guess he could have prevented 1 damage to himself if he had used his Krasis as a blocker, but oh well. Path not traveled there. Oh, he wants to get aggro on me. Okay. Okay. That's fine. So what's he got? Chandra's Ignition? Radiant Flames? No. He might have Fish Lizard number 3. That would make sense. Well, if he does, we gotta pull it out. Just gotta walk right into it. 4 Foundry Street Denizens, 3 Fish Lizards. Oh, Brutal Expulsion. Not bad, not bad. Oh, look at that tricky play. Love it. Love it. Love that. His wife must have told him that one. We're gonna wait. Firecraft can take out a Zendikar Incarnate, while Fiery Impulse can take out a Crassus, and so we're going to give ourselves a few turns to draw that Fiery Impulse. We don't have Spell Mastery yet, but we could always draw a Dragon Fodder first or Firecraft the Dome to get the Spell Mastery. Alright, that's a stinker. And a Phenai. Okay, we got a Fire Birdie. Fire Birdie in the house. 4 Foundry Street Denizens. Failing to get the job done. It's brutal. 18 lands in the deck, and that's what we draw. So, a bit of a flood. Really shouldn't happen with 18 lands, but that's what you get. Part in the Water Veil, love it. Goody good and drops. Let's see, what all happened in this game? What was the big things? Double Crassus is just dang good. Whirler Rogue is a headache. It's not really a good card for mono red. We didn't get twin bolted or anything like total blowoutable, but that's okay. That was definitely more than enough to take care of a 4 Foundry Street draw. Foundry Street, he's a good role player and he's funny, but you probably don't want hands with like several of him. He can only do so much. Alright, let's get another. I'm just going in order on my decks, other than the fact that I skipped Gruul Ramp, because I don't want to Acid Moss the guy. Not using any sciences of any kind to pick my decks for these battles. Through the fire and the flames we carry on! Makes me want to play Guitar Hero. Anybody else out here play Guitar Hero back when Through Fire and Flame was the big end song? The grand finale, so to speak? I certainly did. I think I had a high score of like 30-some% on Expert. Yeah, that's right. I was that good. Oh my gosh, but it was so fun to try. It was so fun to try. Yep, that hand isn't good. We'll try it. You can't really... I don't really mulligan away Engineer. He's so clutch. Even for a bad hand like this. Alright. Oh, I saw Dragon Force live once as well, and it was absolutely awful. I am 100% behind you there. It was at Ozfest in Detroit, which is always a great place for an Ozfest, and they got treated mercilessly by the crowd. I mean, booze, beer bottles, it was something. First of all, Dragon Force, you should never come out and play in daylight. Like, those guys look just really sad, like sad over the hill, not very rock and roll. And second of all, it just wasn't fun. Nobody was having a good time. We all wanted Disturbed to come save us, which they did, and it was magical. Who was the other big act that year? Disturbed, and there was another one. I know because, like, I did the Disturbed signing booth. I was working with a company that was selling records there at the time. So I worked with Disturbed. I was there for the signing booth with Disturbed, but you know, I can't for the life of me remember who the other band was that was a big act. But I liked Disturbed, and I hated Dragon Force, and that's all I remember. Okay, so he's playing his 5-colory thing. I guess he runs Gates now. That's new. If it's, the deck kind of inspired by the hockey or from the hockey. And we're just gonna dial up some pressure. How big do we go here? I think we get out the aggregate because that's kind of like a double haste. And we can make it unblockable. So I think that's what we're gonna do. This guy. So he's not gonna have haste this turn, so we'll play him post-combat. Brah! I guess, see, the right sequencing, I'm still figuring out how to play aggregate Thopters because it's not something I do, but the right sequencing would have been to play this guy last turn. Because Vile Aggregate, in a weird way, gives double haste to your creatures, in that if I play Thopter Engineer with Vile Aggregate out, the Thopter deals 1 damage, and the Thopter adds 1 point of power to the aggregate. So it's like each Thopter you have that has haste also does 2 damage. If you don't have the Engineer, then each Thopter adds 1 to the aggregate. But if you have any kind of haste, it adds 2. So the right sequencing would be aggregate first and Thopter Engineer second, I guess. So he's going to chuck off some lands. I guess he's got some flooding. He's certainly digging for Planar Outburst. He's probably running... I don't see any black. Anybody see any black? I don't see no black. So we're talking about Radiant Flames is one of the sweepers, and Planar Outburst is the one that really hurts. Alright, yeah. So we're just going to say, go ahead and get ready to outburst me, bro. If he's got it, he's got it. But we're going all the way. We're going ham, ladies and gents. Ham. I heard... I hope he knows that has trample. Well, I guess it still absorbs the most damage that way. So even if it has trample, that's still the right block. Oh, there goes a swamp. So he does have black still in here. But yeah, man. So I heard on the... I was watching the Modern GP footage, and Gabby Sparks, who is new to the coverage team, used the term going ham like several times in terms of people playing Magic, which really was cracking me up because obviously any kids out there who want to look that up, it's pretty priceless. Oh boy. So the play is going to be this, and then pop it, and then the next turn this and this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 8-point attack is lethal. So we're threatening some lethal out of nowhere. He has to play... He needs a blocker for the Foundry, and he needs to play Nissa's Renewal. Instead, it's going to be Gaia's Revenge. Let's see if he attacks. If he attacks, he dies. Yep, here it is. This is gonna leave a mark right here. How about all that haste? Frickin' Thopters, baby. That's closing. ABC, always be closing. That's a draw that Hakeem would be proud of right there. Alright, I'm going to send Mega Beast some GGs and get back to my gold mining. Yeah, I found my own 8 hasted damage to match that revenge. That I did, that I did. We're back to the start, so let's take Jund out and rock and roll again. Searching for players. What will we find? Will we find anyone? So I can earn the dollars and not pay for the shadows of the Innistrad. Oh my god. Shadows, you know, much like Oath. Oath is a pretty powerful set and it's a small set, so I'm confident anything we get from Oath, well, not anything, but most things we get from Oath will be helpful, but man, Shadows is going to be a big set. And they've only shown us like really amazing cards so far. Whew! Prism Array would have been a wrecking ball that game, Mega. You had another Guy's Revenge, so 2 Guy's Revenge, Gideon and Ob. Yuck. Nasty. That's so nasty. Nope. Denied. Ugh! What is going on today with my, kind of repetitive draws? Oh well, let's do it. How broke is Perilous Mirror? How OP is this guy? I hope he's OP. He better be better than a Foundry Street Denizen. Let me just put it down that way. Oh man. I hope you guys are having as much fun as me. Yeah, this is a CGB hand to the max, yo. Give me a couple lands and a spamming of the same spell over and over. That's a CGB hand. I just defy logic, and it looks like we're gonna get some Abzan Elves on the other side. All right. So how do we want to handle some Abzan Elves? Do we just want to spew our mirrors on them, or do we want to get some damage at them with a Thrall? Let's try to get some damage in on them before we drop the Mirror Hammer. Ha 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 la la la. We got Scarblade. Go ahead. Make my day, Scarblade. You can kill anything you want to, baby. I don't think I want to attack into this, because he can turn around and attack me with this here Thorn Bow. I think I'm definitely the control here. I can grind him out, but it's going to be really hard. So I want to play to the Ignition combo. That's what I really want to play to. The Chandra's Ignition and Tuco Husk combo that's in here. If I'm going to play to my combo, I need to be focused on keeping him from hurting me and drawing cards. So we can keep him from hurting me right now with the Thrall, and we can draw cards with the Visionary. So that's what we're going to do. I hope y'all feeling what I'm putting down, yo. All right. Now, obviously, we've got to draw. We've got only 2 of that Ignition in here, so obviously anything we can do to get Smothering Abomination, draw a bunch of cards, is gonna help us find it. He wants to bring it. That means he's going to pump something, but we'll make him pump both. Because I doubt he can pump both. He can reproach. Congratulations, you reproached me. And I didn't even take one because I had an elf in play. How do you like dem apples? I don't like that play at all from my opponent. I'm glad I'm not the one making it. I would feel bad about myself. Alrighty. So this will be Gatecreeper Vine Perilous Mirror. Because we want to thin the deck and draw better. And if we play Perilous Mirror, I don't want to attack with a Scion, do I? That'd be really lame. But I don't want him to attack with the... Yeah, I don't want him to attack with Thornbow, so we'll just leave a lot of toughness back and try to intimidate him out of attacking. We got a lot of green, we got a lot... I guess we get red? Ugh, I don't know. It's all the same, right? Let's just stack our side of the board and make this a slugfest for our elf opponent. It's hard to tell who has an inevitability. He can play elves that make a lot of elves, like this, and like Huntmaster, and then he can drain us out with that Shaman of the Pack. We, on the other hand, need to race towards like Husk combo. So it's all about drawing, and right now all I'm doing, as I've done all day, is Flood. So not looking great, but that doesn't mean we're gonna lay down for nobody. He's gonna have a hard time. He's got a lot of perilous mirrors to think about fighting through, so I don't think he'll be able to attack me anytime soon. And he is missing land drops, so we've got the good old Mana Screw versus Mana Flood going on. I'm actually fine with seeing a Shaman of the Pack right now, because it would probably be a lot bigger and a lot worse for us in several turns from now. But it does probably mean he has a bunch of 4-drops in his hand. So, time's not on our side. There's a card. There's a card. Okay, that's a good one. So we can really start putting the screws to him next turn by attacking with Husk, and he'll have to figure out how he wants to deal with that, because right now Husk is almost lethal. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. One more creature and Husk is lethal, like if he doesn't block it. Now we are in the fog meta. We can't forget that we're in the fog meta. Alright, that's great. Turn that sideways. Get that block on. See if he has a Gideon's Reproach again. I don't want to sack too much of my board. Oh, he's got Reprisal. That's nasty. I guess I don't want to pitch anything else. Who runs Reprisal in their elf deck? Come on. Come on. Oh, the technology. It's brutal. It's brutal, I tell you. And he's probably over there like, yeah, that's right. I put Reprisal. I got him. I got him with that Reprisal. Hey, there's this Fertile Thicket. So now the 4-drops are going to start coming like Huntmaster. So now it's really... We need Evo Leap or we need a From Beyond. Those are the cards we need. That's not the... Well, that can buy us some time against one of the 4-drops that I'm sure he's about to play. It totally worked. Hey, it worked. He got me. He got me. There's that Huntmaster. I bet there are more of them, but this will at least stall us. Get us through one of them. That's pretty good. That's really good, actually. That is nice. So what do we want to sack? I think the Gatecreeper Vine is obviously the lowest utility. I would have sacked a Mirror, except now we've got Piakirin. This is one of the things that you can slam into your Jund Aristocrats deck once you've committed to having double red. And it is actually really nice. It teams up with the Perilous Mirrors very obviously. But it also teams up with the Smothering Abomination, because now you're sacrificing artifacts, dealing 2 damage, and drawing cards. It's kind of a beautiful life. He goes and gets his plane, so that his Sunblade Elf, if he ever draws it, will be awesome. And he throws down... Ooh, ouch. That's going to hurt. Alright. But if he's just going to pick at my Thopters, I'll just fling them back at him. Oh! Oh, where's that Husk? Now all we need is Husk. As it is right now, this wipes his board, like his whole board if I cast it on a Piakirin. And what do? We do 2 damage to him. We do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 more to him. 1, 2, 3, 4. So let's see what happens. This game is going to shape up to... This game is going to get exciting, everybody. I'm liking where this is going. 6/6 will not live. Krusty says that his 6/6 will live. It will not, because there will be no elves in play. And its power and toughness are equal to the number of elves. It won't be, in other words, it won't be 6/6 anymore if all these elves die. It will be 1/1, and it will be a 1/1 that took 2 damage. Therefore, it will be a dead 1/1. It'll be a 1/1 with 2 damage already on it this turn, which means it will go straight to the graveyard. Hopefully, I'll get to show you. What's he getting back? What's he want? Necro summons. What's he want? Krusty, I'm going to try to show you this interaction. I'm going to try to show it to you this game. That's the plan, okay? He's got his Huntmaster back. Ooh, that would survive. That's a pain in the bat. That's a pain in the butt, everybody. Alright, so... I hate frickin' tapping mana in this game. Do 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 do. Yes, I can finish it with the mirrors. I'd rather finish my opponent with the mirrors. Is that 14? I only need to do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. I just need to buy another turn or two. And then he can't burn me out for a minute. Alright. So we're going to take another turn and we're going to pick at him with these. Only a crack in this castle of glass. Anything left for you to be? Okay, there it is. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That sucks. Now, if he has another one that follows this, the only way I'm going to save myself is by pitching. If he drew all 3 shamans... Cause I'm only a crack in this castle of glass. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. How much mana do I have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3. Not enough red. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, and 3, 4. Okay. That's the plan. Celestial Flare me. Yeah, you got it. I hope it's lethal. If I did my math right, it's lethal. Style points. Boom. All right, so that you can see over there that let's go back and look at that battlefield. That Jagged Scar isn't in the graveyard yet, but you see it's 2-0. So I guess we're both wrong, or right, however you want to look at it. It didn't die, but it sure would as soon as state base effects checked. So how about that Pia Kieran in the Kratz, man? That guy's a house. Pia Kieran's the man. Oh, I love it. Alright, let's get some prowess on. I'm feeling like I'm on the prowess. So here we are the champions. Searching, searching, searching. Let's do it. That was a good game. Considering it was up against Elves. Elves is actually a pretty tough matchup, traditionally, for Aristocrats, because like I said, it's hard to tell who has inevitability. On one hand, the Elf deck can go Shaman of the Pack, million Elf tokens, and beat you that way. On the other hand, the Husk deck can go Ultra Mega Husk combo-y thingies and make your life miserable. Obviously, not many Husk... I don't know that many Kratz decks run Pia and Kieran. So Pia and Kieran there were a real X factor in that game, and they did the job. That's why we keep a triple mirror 4-land hand, everybody. Triple mirror 4-land is great when you draw Pia and Kieran Nalar. Searching for players. Loading, yes, let's do it. I want that gold cap. That's I gotta stack those gold high. 38,000 on my iOS, but you can't transfer that. You can't transfer that. 38,000 gold. That's right. That's how much I play on iOS. My freaking iPhone is everywhere with me, so every time I'm bored for a minute, it's like, I bet I can get in a mono red aggro or Thopters game with duels right now, and I do. I very much do. I wish I could click on that link. What's that? What are you linking me to, Demizi? What do you got up your sleeve there? So this is not a mono red deck that I'm playing. This is a blue red prowess deck, but gonna keep it and pretend this is mono red. See what happens. Oh, we're getting our elves right back at us. Revenge of the elves right here, everybody. Elves is a pretty tough matchup for prowess, like really tough. We're in a bind already. Oh, he didn't have... So he's got the turn 2 double Thornbow. Maybe he's mono black, but he didn't have the green mana yet. I wonder what he could have up his sleeve. Anyway, those are some pretty lethal Thornbows if left unattended to, but we plan to attend to them. Yes, we do. We plan to bully them and push them around. Man, you still wouldn't know that this deck yeah, is this the prowess deck? Nah, this is my mono red aggro deck. We still haven't seen a blue card or an island. We're just gonna play we stacked our deck, and this is the red side of it. The blue side's underneath. Yeah, he's coming. He wants to wild size me. What do you guys think? Should we get wild sized? I think we take a wild size here. It's not like Bully's going to do enough in this match. Oh, he didn't think I'd block. He didn't think I'd block. Maybe he's got that... What's that elf? Does he have that -1/-1 elf? No, he doesn't. He didn't think I'd block him. I like it. The guy's got guts. All right, turn that sideways. Let's start bullying this boy. Oh, yeah. I guess the jig's up. It's not mono red aggro no more. It's got a guild gate. How'd that get in there? Top deck Whirler Rogue to make me look bad. Not like we're lacking plays, though. We've got a lot going on. And it looks like if our opponent doesn't have a good follow-up here, maybe they didn't keep enough green mana. But if our opponent doesn't come up with something here, they're going to be in trouble. Because Elves does have to keep playing creatures. Oh, and now he has Might of the Masses. Ouch. I mean, ouch for him. He should have played it last turn if he had it then. Alrighty. Ooh, boy. Plenty of time for that. Let's get the beats on. Let's seize the initiative with creatures that have to attack. He's a bit short on board presence, and as long as he is short on board presence, we're going to try to take over the aggro role, even though he had the Thornbow start. I'm going to get out and I'm going to brandish one of the samurai swords I keep in my magic dojo here. It's a room with all my magic cards and my Xbox, and I also keep some really cheap, pathetic pawn shop quality replica swords around to brandish when I feel like I'm at war and I got spare time. And it is on right now. Alright, sword brandishing done. Alright, here's Jace. Now what to do? I think it's a Chandra turn. Yeah, it's a Chandra turn. We're still not under enough pressure that we have to crack and start bolting things yet. I could almost kill him. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, I could have gone for a kill, but that's all open mana. I'm not just diving in. Not when I'm this far ahead, and I don't, I have too much to lose if I just throw everything at him and something goes dramatically wrong. Complete disregard, fog. This is the fog meta. This is Xbox. You can't just go all in and expect to make it. There are fogs everywhere. Although, I don't know. We haven't been fogged in a few days, guys. Something's wrong in the world, because we have not been fogged enough. I hope he doesn't attack here. That would be kind of silly. Come on, man, don't attack. There you go. That's how you do it. That's how you do it. Oh, it's on. Alrighty. So this will look really funny. Alright. Ping! Yeah, there's natural fog outside today. That's probably what it is. All the fog migrated to outside my house. It's too bad we don't even have to get in the red zone with these beautiful Titan strengths, but we don't. We can win the burn way. If we had one more mana, we wouldn't even have to flip it. We could just Titan strength him. We could do something saucy like Titan Strength his creature. Boom, Chandra, take it down. How you like me now? Our opponent had a pretty rough land draw. That Foundry of the Consuls really bit him. I don't run Foundry of Consuls in my elf decks because the mana requirements are pretty intense. You gotta have double green for your Jagged Scars and your Hunt Masters and so forth. And if you run Guiltleaf, you gotta have that double black. And if you run white so that you can splash it for your Sunblade, you gotta have that Plains in there somewhere. No room for them Foundries, in my opinion. Alright, let's get back to tutelage power. Let's do some Esper Mill. Get some Esper Mill action on. Hope everybody's doing well out there on a beautiful Wednesday afternoon. The great thaw is on in northern Michigan. I don't know if it's still winter in your part of the world, if you have ice and snow on the ground. We still have ice and snow on the ground. It's just been like 50-ish degrees for 2 days, and it's starting to go away. And that's really exciting for everybody who lives here, because it is like... on bad winters, it's like, we have 9 months of winter and 3 months of summer and nothing in between. At least that's how it feels. But this has been a mild winter, and we usually do not get the pleasure of a nice, sunny and warm March. That is a rarity. That is not the way it usually goes where I live. And here I am, indoors, playing Magic. But I've got big windows, so I can see how lovely the weather is, and that's enough to keep me smiling half the time. What else is going on in the world? More blog posts. You can read about the deck lists I'm playing at Haunted Flower Duels Diaries. You can also read some stuff about Shadows over Innistrad and Oath of the Gatewatch, which is coming up. And stuff about the tournaments organized on NGA if you're into competitive duels playing, which is kind of a new category in general. Nobody really has been doing it often until these last couple months. So, something to check out. That's Haunted Flower Duels Diaries. It's my blog. It's also the title of this broadcast, or it should be. Krusty says, nice blog, by the way. Thank you. I always appreciate that when people let me know they're enjoying it. It's really funny because I see the visitors to my page, so I know a lot of people come to check it out, and I know a lot of people are coming directly to it instead of going through links, which is also awesome. It means they're repeat readers. It's just funny because there aren't a lot of comments on the blog, so I'm always like, I hope they like it, but you know, as long as the numbers keep going up, I'll keep doing it as long as people like it and keep coming back. And so far, it's been really popular, which is awesome. I read a lot of Magic, not blogs necessarily, but articles. I read Channel Fireball and Star City a lot. And I really wanted something like that for duels, because I play a lot more duels in Paper Magic because it's hard for me to get to my local game store. And all my friends who used to play the game have moved away, or they don't play anymore. And I have to play with like kids half my age who kick my butt, which actually that's not true. I kick their butt. They get mad at me. They don't like me. We're not friends or anything. But when I play duels, I can get a whole bunch of games quickly. And when I Twitch, I get to hang out with all of you. But I did want to write about it, so I started a blog, and I'm glad some people like it. So that's what's going on. I feel like I'm grandstanding here. I'm not brandishing my samurai sword. Maybe I'll just start doing that again. This hand, just about any land we draw is helpful, but this hand actually has 3 cards that do nothing. So we need to draw some lands to make this hand get with it. And we've got a rank 40 turn 2 Timberland guide. Let's see where that goes. Alright. Someday, this could be a full-blown Magic experience. We'll just have to wait. It actually has so much of the game in it now. It's pretty awesome. There are just things that I would really... Oh, he's not even attacking. Okay. There are just things about it that I would really change. I really dislike the... I dislike the rarity restrictions. We should get to play 4 Obnixilis if we want to, darn it. We should. How much fun would you guys have getting to play 4 Obnixilis instead of having to play filler stuff like Timberland Guide? That would be amazing. Hey, this it may take me some effort to find games, and I may complain about it, but it's easier than driving to town and trying to find somebody about my skill level willing to tolerate my competitive drive. Alright, time to start counting stuff, because I don't know when I'll draw my second black or my second white. Oh, he's leaning in. He's got critters. He's got dorks, you guys. We in trouble. We gotta draw that black. We gotta draw that second white. We have to. We just have to. Ah, man. The only... So I said almost any land we draw is good, but we drew an island, which is the one that is bad. So we're up against it. We need some good draws. Our opponent actually might just beat us to death with 2/2s. We've got about 3 turns, but 3 bad draws could do it. Drawing, let's see, bad draws. Languish, Gideon, another planar outburst, another Languish. And so in the meantime, even though I have a board wipe, I'm going to be taking out his threats to try to buy time. Alright. Boom! Swamp! Dig it! Brah! Alright, now the big question is, do I plus or minus? If I plus, he'll probably just go to my face, but it increases our odds of drawing. You know what? I think he might attack Ob, so I'm going to plus it at least once. I'm going to plus it once, and then if he doesn't attack Ob, I can minus it, and then he'll only have a 2/2 to attack Ob unless he plays another creature, which he probably will. That deck's probably all creatures. Hey, that's not a creature. That's freaking Gideon. That's bad. That's not cool at all. Oh, man. Oh, we're about to get jacked, you guys. Yeah? Well, he is going at Ob. That's good. Ob is effectively playing like a fog right now. Here's my suggestion for the deck editor if it's tedious, and I know some people feel that way. They should make a hide button. I should be able to hide cards I don't want to see. Like, can I just hide all of the junk cards that I'm never gonna play? Because we all know there are plenty of them. Can I just lock those away somewhere? All right, is this lethal? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Oh yeah, this is lethal if he goes all at me. Is he gonna go for it? I'd go for it if I were him. Our mana failed us. Oh, he's going to Ob. I love it. Yes. We're still dead because he can just activate Gideon. Oh wait, if I draw if I draw planes, we are not alive. Yeah, just dead. Just dead in all the nasty ways. Ugh, damage effects. Alright, so maybe I shouldn't have kept the hand. I don't know if I really looked at how bad it was. I figured I would draw out of it, but we didn't. That happens. Sometimes you just get run down trying to play double black and double white decks in a deck with like 19 blue cards. Ta-da! I can stomach getting dorked to death from time to time. That's going to happen. I mean, that's part of the way that Duels is made, is so that decks like that can win sometimes. Obviously, if we got to run, 4 languishes, we wouldn't have this problem. We would absolutely smash them. So, that's probably, you probably just saw the case for the rarity restrictions, so that decks like that can pound the crap out of decks like mine. Because I wouldn't have to even splash languish in that deck if I could run 4 planar outbursts, or if I could go black and run 4 languish and 4 obnixilis, and I wouldn't need to splash the white, and I wouldn't have the mana trouble. Esper is so, like, I can't play Esper without losing. I lose so much with it on iOS, and there it was just getting beat by like grizzly bears. It's just such a I mean, I have a weird love for Esper because there's no other deck that I really play Gideon or Obnixilis in, and I love those cards, so I want to play them. But man, Esper is so bad. It's just so inconsistent, and the restrictions are the big reason. If we could play 4 of any of those cards, we wouldn't need to put them all in one deck. So now we're back to connection issues. Please bear with me as I try to find a game. Get that gold, get that gold. Gotta be ready for that Shadows release. And Oath, of course. Oath is gonna be tight. I think that set's pretty good. I mean, there's just so many fun cards. I just don't know if it'll change. What it's gonna do is add a lot of power to what's already good. But maybe we won't have to play filler like Acid Moss. Reality Smasher, Thought Not Seer, those are some cards I wrote about recently that, Wizard says is going to be in Duels. And those cards are nuts. You don't need a better reason to play Wastes in your deck. Those cards are insane. And you can put them in just about any deck, especially a green deck, because you can run Evolving Wilds, Gatecreeper Vines, Natural Connection. That's 12 ways to get a waste in a regular ramp shell. So you'll be ramping into Reality Smasher on turn 4 all the time. Oh yeah, we're up against the Fat Stack, baby. And we got the 2. We are gonna, you guys, this is gonna be fun. We're gonna mill the Fat Stack. They are ready for us. It is time to mill the Fat Stack. They are going to release, so we got a question, are they going to release both sets at the same time? Yes, they're going to release Shadows over Innistrad and Oath of the Gatewatch at the same time, and it should be next month. And not 2017. But of course, you never know. So we've got Hundo Stack allies, perhaps, over there. Oh, goodness. Of course, it's going to be an aggro deck that's going to put me under pressure to go with my tutelage. It's so brutal. Oh my goodness, we're gonna get wrecked, you guys. We're gonna get wrecked by 100 stack allies. We're gonna give it our best try. Don't get me wrong. I'm not backing down, but I've been burned too many times, you guys. I've been burned too many times. That's why I just don't believe them when they say they're gonna release a set on time. I just don't believe them. I'm like, show me, you know. I'm like adult, or I'm in the mafia or something. Like, show me you're capable of doing it, and maybe I'll believe you. I don't believe in unicorns anymore. All right, what do you got? Does he have some converge? I bet he has unified front, right? He's totally gonna unified front me for 4, and this game will just be over. Come on, buddy. Of course, come on, you gotta have it. No, he doesn't. Oh, wow. All right, it's on. What are we gonna do? We're gonna go like that. 2 releases at the same time. That's what they're doing. Yeah, Shadows and Oath are coming out at the same time. You're gonna be able to choose in the deck. In the store, you'll have options of which booster packs you want to buy: Oath packs or Shadows packs. What the heck is going on with our opponent? Thunderclap Wyvern. Willbreaker, retreat to Kazandu. This isn't even an allies deck. What the heck is happening over here? Oh my lordy. Oh my lordy. This is gonna be a battle, you guys. We are in for it. We have the 100 card stack against the tutelage deck, running the madness combo of Myers Malice, Thunderclap Wyvern, and Calestria Healer. Oh my god. So we definitely want this. We definitely want one of these because we're going to cast it this turn. We don't necessarily need this or this. I'm confident we'll get to another land because we run 27. If we get Kalitas, that is going to be like all I do is make Kalitas decks for a long time. That card blows my mind. All right. So, we're at 15. Our opponent is playing, oh my god, I don't know what. I mean, there could be anything in there. There could be anything in there. Do we sweep the board, or do we draw cards? Sweep the board, draw cards. Sweep the board, draw cards. I'm doing it this way. I think that we can get juicier. All right, so we're gonna play this land, so we want to keep that. Don't need another vial. Might need that impulse. Don't think I need an epiphany. I don't see that fitting into our curve anytime soon. This Wilds is going to be our next white source. What the hell is going on over here? Oh, the suspense. Yes. Actually, he's got some 4-ofs. What the hell? This deck is amazing. Are you guys taking notes on this? All right. Let's see what happens. He's got Acid Moss in there. Now I got to be worried about Acid Moss. He doesn't have double green yet. Oh no! He has the tutelage! And our deck is smaller than his. He's got the hundo stack and we don't. This could be a problem. This could be a problem, everyone. Alright. Now we got to worry about that. We just got to go to town. It is on. It is a race to the bottom, which is something that I usually use to talk about prices on Amazon. But I will tell you right now, it is a race to the bottom of our respective piles. And I plan to win, everybody. So let's leave a red untapped, because we might want a Fiery Impulse and get to frickin' work. Let's buzzsaw that deck of yours, mister. Right now I have the soundtrack from the movie Rush on, which is a movie about Formula 1 racing. Gets me really pumped for a race to the bottom with Sphinx Tutelage on Sphinx Tutelage Crime. As far as dealing with this tutelage, I don't have something to kill an enchantment. I do have Disperse, which can cause a lot of problems, but I have not seen one yet. And he hasn't milled one yet. Alright, he's got that. Let's do it like so. Ow. Ow. I'm not worried about damage nearly as much as I'm worried about that tutelage because of the size of his frickin' deck and how many cards I have to draw to make sure that he doesn't mill me out. Ah, there's that disperse. That's good. Oh, we hit the other tutelage. Let's see what all's going on over here. Heart the Water Veil. Nissa's Revelation. We hit 2 more tutelages. We are in the driver's seat, especially if we can find another tutelage. Let's leave double white up for our Celestial Flare in case we want to fire that off. But I think we're just going to take the damage and languish him next turn. We're at 10. That deck could have anything. Oh, man. Let's slow our roll. We don't want to die with all these sweepers in hand and lose to these frickin' dorks. Let's slow our roll for a minute. We got so many sweepers in our hand. We don't have to panic. We don't have to panic. It's okay. It's okay. Now, if he plays some kind of a draw spell, we're just going to disperse his tutelage in response and skip those mill triggers. Because I have a feeling he's going to run Brilliant Spectrum too, or at least he should. Alright? And, okay... Leave the double white up, please. Or, can I leave double white up and still do this? No, I can't. Alright, so we gotta do it that way. Boom! What the heck? I'll keep my land drops, just because they might become important in my ability to mill him out. Buzzsaw that deck. We were almost within range. How many of these have we cast? So we've cast 3 Brilliant Spectrums, and he's still 9 cards ahead of us in the tutelage fight. Holy crap. Make it 11. It is on for sure. Let's see. Oh, Nissa's Renewal. That is fine. That is fine. So if he's going to do that, go ahead. Pull lands out of your deck and gain life. I love it. I absolutely love it. And we'll fire that off. Ha! Okay. 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 It's all going to be alright. I don't think we'll need this anytime soon. I can't see anything happening where that will require its services. It's all going to be alright. Obs. Alright. Obs. Get to work. I mean, he could have Burn in that deck, but I'm not playing around it. He could have Gaia's Revenge in that deck. And we're not quite dead to it just yet. But we've almost caught up to him. He's down to 20 cards. And we're going to start bouncing that tutelage in just a second. Again, we're going to see if he tries to activate it. We're going to see if he tries to play a draw spell. 19 to 19. It's on. And he goes for a dragon. I love this. You got a dragon, buddy. And he goes for Ob. Okay. Bam, 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 bam. Bye-bye, tutelage. Gotcha. He's going to discard that now. That's right. He's going to discard that to his dragon. He's going to draw a card here, but he's just going to end up discarding it. Gotcha, buddy. Gotcha. Oh, we'll get to disperse on the dragon. Don't you worry. We're going to wait till his next end step, and we're going to disperse his dragon and his Obnixilis. If he gets there, we might just be able to... Well, if we had drawn a few more draw spells, it would have done the job. Now, I don't... One thing I do have to worry about is getting attacked by the dragon. That drops me to 4, and I could lose to Firecraft. I don't know if he... I mean, could he... Does he run it? And do I even need to? I mean, he runs everything, right? It's that kind of deck. All the healers are gone, so he can't drain me out with healers. I don't see any cards like Firecraft, but of course it's in there. He's got everything in that deck, right? Huh. Alright. Let's see what happens. We're gonna let him draw his 2 cards too. Island. Vampiric Rites. Sure. I know I can just kill it with Flare. It's kind of my bailout plan. Now, come on, guys. What fun is safe? We don't have to now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Okay, fine. Yeah, is there anything in this deck that works with Will Breaker? Probably not. Probably the world's worst Will Breaker deck. I'm just going to take the hit. I'm going for style points now, guys. It ain't about winning. It's about sending a message. He's like, oh no! Oh, please. Try. Oh, yes, please. Oh, he's going to sack it to the right. That's not going to work, my friend. That's not going to work. That's not going to work at all. It doesn't do what you think it does. Don't do it. All right, you didn't do it. So now the extra kick in the balls. Goodbye. Worst dragon ever. Hit it. We did it. Let's see if that's enough to get him. I mean, it's gonna probably not, because you know he's like 5-color deck. There's no way we're gonna get a 2-for. Oh, he did! Oh, goodness gracious. We got the 2-for. Oh! Whoa! Boom! Drop it like it's hot. Let's go look at that. Let's go try to look at that deck, shall we? Let's see what we can do here.